This woman has gone viral all over the internet for exposing the reasons why she almost divorced her husband. Now, some say she made sense. Some say she was being completely ridiculous. Now, I have an opinion. Let's talk about it. Welcome back or welcome to Uncle ABL. And in today's video, we're talking about a wildly viral social media clip in which a woman who's been married to a man for almost 20 years, they got a whole family, kids, the house, the yard, the dog, they got all of that. She exposed the reasons why she almost divorced her husband, and there's been quite a bit of talk about this. Some say the things she said were not unreasonable. This is regular stuff. Why would anybody object to what she was requesting? And some say that she was being ridiculous, spoiled brat, all this, that, and the third. Now, I've not watched the entire thing, but I've seen some people have it on their channels. I just wanted to watch the entire thing to get the full context and give you my point of view, because I feel like everybody's point of view is not the same necessarily. It all depends on the life experiences and the kind of moral compass they have in their own head. Now, before I go any further, let's get straight into it. If you want to see the clip in full without my commentary, link as always will be in the description. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
I've been with my husband for almost 20 years, but about 3 years ago, I was strongly considering divorce, and I want to talk to you about why. So I'm going to tell you the story of the day where I thought to myself, maybe I don't want to do this anymore. My husband and I had 4 kids. We both worked full time. We had been together for 16 years at this point. We've been together since high school.
Let's pause right there. So it sounds good so far. You guys both work. You have a nice home, apparently. It looks beautiful. You got 4 kids, been together since high school. It sounds great. Living the American dream. And you know what? Just before we get to letting her finish, I think being young and married makes more sense. Like high school, college, like right when you graduate or right when you leave college, that's probably the best time. Now, some are not going to agree with that, but in my humble opinion, that's the best time because you're going to have your kids young. You're not going to be older trying to do that. You're going to have more energy. I feel like it'd be a better quality of life if you're able to do that successfully. If you got 2 high quality people getting married early, that makes more sense than trying to wait till later to do that. But let's let it continue.
And on paper, I have an amazing husband. He is incredibly supportive. He's kind. He's loyal. He's a great dad. He's very hands-on. He's an active participant. He's always present. Like on paper, what else could I ask for? But in reality, my experience is very similar to the experience of other women. I had this amazing husband who on paper was great, but I was incredibly frustrated and burnt out from our marriage and from motherhood because.
Okay, now everything is beautiful. Everything is great. You have the American dream, but there's something wrong. You're burned out. Motherhood, all of that is rough. Adulting is rough, right? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting so far, but I don't want to judge her too early. Let's let her continue.
What happens to so many of us is that we marry these amazing men and we have amazing relationships and then we have kids. And when we have kids, women tend to carry a disproportionate amount of the work in the home, the work of raising kids, and the mental load. And that is
Pause. When you say work in the home, you mean inside the home or outside the home? Or I think what you might mean is the things that you do. Because there's things that he does inside the home and outside the home that you don't do. Are you in the house catching mice, killing bugs, spraying for pests, fixing things when they need to be fixed? Are you out there getting your drill? You getting your circular saw? Are you doing that? Are you outside cutting the grass, trimming the hedges, cleaning the gutters, pressure washing the driveway, making sure all the cars are maintained? Are you doing that? Are you changing tires and oil and stuff like this? I'm just want to know. Now, I know some guys might pay for that service, but my question is, it's getting done, so who's doing it? I want to let her continue.
exactly what happened to us. About 3 months after my 4th baby was born, I remember looking at my husband and saying, I need more. I need you to do more. I am exhausted. I am in charge of everyone and everything in this house. Every night when we cook dinner, you ask me what to make. Every day when you drop off the kids at daycare, you ask me what they need in their backpacks.
You ask me what to make? So is he asking you what you're supposed to make, or is he asking you what you want so he's able to make it? Did y'all catch that?
I am the project manager of this home and I need you to do more. And he looked at me and he said, okay, just tell me what to do, right? Every woman has heard this. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And I said, okay, something that would make my life easier. is if in the mornings when I came downstairs with the 4 kids, because I do mornings by myself, the dishwasher was emptied, the dishes were put away, and the trash was taken out.
I mean, okay, putting up dishes, is that hard to do for the woman to do that? I mean, what's the big deal? You just putting stuff up. It might take you less than 5 minutes. Why is it a thing that you have to have this big argument or blow up or some kind of discussion or some kind of grievance about? That seems pretty petty. Now, taking the trash out, I would normally do that. Okay, I would normally do that. That ain't really no big deal.
That would make my life so much easier, because when I've got the 4 kids running around and the baby crying, I can't be looking for their favorite water bottle in the dishwasher. I just need to know it's clean. And he said, yeah, of course. What? Yeah, I'll do that. That's no problem. And so, of course, he does it. But then I have to remind him, and then he forgets, and then I have to remind him again. And there was this one morning where I woke up and I went to put something in the trash and it was overflowing. And I went to get my son's water bottle, and it was in the dishwasher with all of the other clean dishes. And I felt so disrespected and unseen and unvalued at that point in time. And I remember texting my husband being like, what happened? Like, why didn't you do this? And he said, sorry, I was running late for work. And I remember thinking, oh my God, he doesn't see me, because what he's done has now made me late for work. And he doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about the impact on me. And he doesn't see how every single thing in our home.
Now, so far, we're about 239 at 239 mark. What we've named so far is not emptying the dishwasher and not taking out the trash in the morning. That's enough for a divorce, or to at least consider a divorce. Now, there could be more coming, but that's what I heard so far. If y'all heard more than that, y'all let me know in the comments.
Home happens because I ask him to do it, or because I do it myself, or because I planned and organized it. The diaper bag is full because I filled it, right? I put the wipes in there. And I felt so frustrated. And I remember thinking, what's the point? What's the point of doing this with someone else? I might as well just do it alone. And it's not because my husband didn't love me or he did anything to me. And it's not because I didn't love him, but because I felt so taken advantage of in our relationship. And this dynamic, it doesn't happen by accident, right?
So the things that he does that you've not mentioned, because it's all about you, you don't acknowledge what he does at all. Just because that particular thing wasn't done, or he's not doing it all the time, or he's not very consistent, you want to blow up the whole marriage. Meanwhile, if you do things by yourself, not only will you do all of that every morning, but you're also going to be out there cutting grass, pulling weeds, or now you got to pony up some money to go find somebody to do that for you. Okay, you got to change your own oil, make sure your vehicle is maintained. Now you got to do all that. All because of this small thing. I mean, I get it. You can take the trash out, but is it that big of a deal?
It's not like my husband did it to me, but we've been raised in this society that tells men and women who they should be in marriages and what it looks like to be a good mom versus a good dad. And we know the bar for moms is way up here and the bar for dads is way down here. And we fell into these norms. We fell into these roles in our family, despite the fact that we never wanted to. And I'm lucky, and I say lucky because I have a partner who I know loves me and wants me to be happy and was willing and able to change. And so we did the work to figure out what equity looked like in our relationship. And I can tell you now, 3 years later, that we are happier than ever. Our kids are thriving. Our home runs like a well-oiled machine. And that took a lot of work. I want to say it took like 18 months to get there. And it was well worth it. But
I mean, look, I don't know, man. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't doing all that. Like, I'm not doing all that. Sorry, not sorry. You knew who I was from the beginning. I'm not finna go get brainwashed by somebody. I'm good. Like, don't worry about it. Like, I don't think it's really that serious. Like, people are flawed people. You got to deal with them and work with them the best you can, rather than just trying to threaten them with divorce. I'm not really a big fan of that at all. And here's what I want to know. What did he actually have to do aside from the dishes and the trash? And what else did you do? Or are you just doing the same thing? You feel like you're doing everything right and he does everything, or he does some things wrong. He's the problem. You are a perfect person. Are we going to hear from your husband, or is it just a one-sided situation? Because you know what they say. There's 3 sides to a story. One side, the other side, and the truth.
it is not uncommon. And so if your wife is coming to you and she's saying, I'm burnt out by the mental load and I need you to do more, she's not just saying that because she wants you to do more chores. She's saying that because truly it can hurt your relationship. It can ruin your marriage if you do not participate in an equitable way in your home. And so what does that look like? What does it look like to change these dynamics? Well, we need to really assess in our homes what the work looks like. Because in most homes, the data supports this, women do a disproportionate amount of the work. They just do.
What work though? You're not being specific. What work? You're talking about washing dishes and taking the trash out? That takes no time at all. That's the easiest thing you can do. Like when I eat like, okay, if it's just me or even me and the guest, whatever it is, I can have all the dishes completely in the actual dishwasher right after we get done eating. Everything's rinsed off, put in the dishwasher. If you got trash, I take it out. It's right there. I take it to the garage. Or if I was in an apartment, take it to the dumpster. It's real simple. It might take me 5 minutes. That's not a thing that is worth having a divorce conversation over. Furthermore, what are we doing beyond just inside the home? Are you cutting grass? Are you washing cars? Are you changing oil? Are you changing tires? Are you killing rodents? Are you trapping rodents? What are we talking about exactly?
They do more of the cooking and the cleaning and the laundry and the childcare while also working full time. And men have more time for things like their hobbies, like golf, for example, or just working out, running a marathon, right? And so we need to.
And you have time for your hobby of talking 1,000 words a minute on TikTok. Ain't that something? Ain't that beautiful? In this beautiful home you have
Hard conversations about what our time looks like, what our labor in the home looks like, what is invisible labor. We have to talk about these things. And when we don't, the alternative is that you no longer have a marriage, or you don't have a happy one at least. And so I share this story because
I feel like, and I think I've heard Coach Greg Adams say this, I feel like when she starts squabbling about house chores, she don't really like you for real. She's just trying to figure out a way to have you do something more than what she's getting. She's not getting the romantic interest. She's not getting maybe a big financial windfall like she thought she would when she got married to you. She lives great, but she wants to live a little bit better, right? So it's like, okay, if you're not going to satisfy those things that I thought I would have, the least you could do is, take the trash out, stuff like this. And although it's small, it becomes a big thing because she's trying to extract something out of this that'll make her be satisfied. Although ultimately, it's not going to work anyway. Let's continue.
I don't think I'm alone in this experience. And I want people to know that there's hope and that if you have a willing and able partner, you can change this. You can absolutely change this dynamic.
All right. So there we go. That was Paige from the TikToks. I'll link to her video in the box. You can check it out there. But yeah, I don't think she really loves her husband too much. Not really. It's just more like, okay, I want you to do this because I'm not getting that. It seems pretty petty to me. It seems kind of like a controlling thing. I mean, I would not want to be with somebody like that. That feels like trying to be your mom, trying to, I don't know. It's like maybe she's trying to be a combination of your mom and like a professor, not even a professor, like an elementary school teacher trying to find busy work. Okay, you done all your work. Everything's good. You're relaxing, enjoying yourself. Then it's like, okay, you don't got nothing to do this worksheet. It's like, why am I doing the worksheet? I used to be that kid in class. Like, I get my work done early. I would get straight A's. I'd be in the back of class chilling. Oh, you don't got nothing to do, Mr. Logan? Well, here's this right here. Why am I doing extra work? That's kind of what it feels like. It's just really ridiculous. Look, as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to all the guys who are going through this, man. Hey, man, I'm praying for you. I really am. And I'm being dead serious. I'm not being facetious at all. I'm praying for you because this is ridiculous. Like, what are we talking about exactly? We squabbling over house chores. We squabbling over who put up the detergent, who put the soap in the right dish. That's so petty. It's ridiculous. Saying y'all have marriage vows, right? For better or for worse. For better or for worse. Or if you take the trash out 10 days out of 14 days, I'm going to divorce you because I wanted to hit. You had to at least do 12 or 14. Since you did 10 or 14, now I want a divorce. That's how petty it sounds to me. And it goes against the vows that you had. The vows are pretty serious. The vows should be ironclad, like a blood oath. But really, it's more like, I don't feel good today. I feel different today. The guy at my job with the Lululemon pants, so I liked him. Now I'm going to talk to him at work. He's my work husband. And you're not really doing enough. But I'm going to go to the work husband after work. You're going to go to TGI Fridays for drinks, right? And they got the DJ, and then we're going to go hang out somewhere else and do something else. And then I'm going to come back to you squabbling about the dishes. Yeah, I don't like that. But that's pretty much all I got. Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.